All right, so we're back. I did look up the Nissus temple, and we did miss something. We apparently were clicking on the sides of the trialisk, the, and we have to click on the door. So that's triolith, I guess. It's not a monolith. And so we missed that. It apparently is this thing. So this is the real mask for people that actually give the potion. This is Vivec Ash Mask. This is Vivec Ash Mask 3. It's, what, 20,000 gold? Alright, and when you touch it, it cures you of blight disease and common disease. And it also gives you Vivec's Touch, which is a really cheap spell. Cure blight disease and cure common disease on touch. So that's good. And we have that guy, the Barbarian. I am here for a while wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but perhaps the big fool has suffered enough. Yeah, let's see if we can go find that Nord and give him Vivec's Touch. Okay, just checking. Wonder... So yeah, free spell, right? That's good. I'm not sure where exactly the Nord was, but if we retrace our steps, we should be able to just find him. At least I hope.
Under sun and sky, Outlander.
At least we're getting some positive greeting messages. Oh, it's locked. Okay. I guess we're gonna have to go down into the river. How long ago was the time that we met that barbarian? I don't feel like he was terribly far away. Kind of down there. Quite a lot of mix hounds. You fight like a child coward. Was that rat talking to us, or was that us talking? Oh, that was the NPCs being aggroed to me being attacked by a rat. I think that's a family tomb down there. Yeah, oh, it's ancestral tomb. I love the audio of that hound that's just clearly a guy growling. It's like, har. Okay. He was on the road. I know that for sure. I think he was west of Aldrune. But it was in this biome area. Perhaps we should heal as well. Yeah, let's do that. Restore health. Oh, is it really all the way back there? I mean, it is a quest. Guess we should go back. Quest completion is, you know, that's what the game is about in many ways for me. Yeah, I think we were here and we took all these. Yeah, okay. Stay on the road. I'm pretty happy with having our speed be as high as it is at the beginning. The ability to run away is always important. And it's a big savior if we're not going into heavy armor. We're not going to have very much armor pretty much at every stage in the game. So, in many ways, our armor is running away. Which will make it a little difficult if we ever have to actually fight something big. Which we might. Yeah. I don't know, like the final boss. Or really any like big boss fights. Or even things like this, like this guy could give us some trouble. Speaking of which, okay. Wow, that did a lot more damage than I thought. I don't know, I might want to buy or make a better healing skill for myself. Because if the spell costs the same to do 20 points in 1 second versus, you know, 4 points over 5 seconds, then, you know, if you're being damaged actively, maybe that could help you not max out. But I would still rather have, you know, 10 points in 2 seconds. Or 7 points over 3 seconds. You know, I'd like kind of a chunkier, faster acting spell. Are we? Gosh. I hope nothing happened to this barbarian. I hope we can still find him. Yeah, now I'm questioning just how far back he really is. Was he before the arches? Also, we probably looted everything here. Yeah. I wish it showed us what was looted and what wasn't. I should get my magic back. Oh god. Okay. Hi. Oh wow, that was... He's a diseased rat. I hope I didn't get it. I didn't get any disease. I would have known, right? They would tell me if I had a disease. Oh, okay. didn't go off the trail very much, did I? I don't think so. I do love how these scribs explode. Can we sneak by the Nyx hounds? That is the question. Can we outrun Nyx hounds? Another related question. Alright, now was he down this way? I don't think so. Oh, okay, that's him. Alright, hi. I do have a potion. Well, to your magic, Outlander, cast your spell to cure disease. Okay. Vex touch. Cure disease. Ah, you've removed this enchantment with their spell of cure disease. Well done, Tabiri. For a magic user, you have a great deal of honor. Take this, my family's helm, ice cap. Okay. It was worn by my father, and by his father before him. It will protect you from the coldest of nights. Wear it with honor. Now I must go kill that witch. I shall plant her head on a stake for all to see. Wow. I don't know. I mean, you shouldn't do that. This is a bit disturbing. I did get loot. Your journal has been updated. Wrap my hands around the neck of that witch. Jeez.
Don't stand about.
Okay, let's check what the thing is. It is light armor. Resist 25 frost on self as a constant effect. That's awesome. It's armor rating 1. This is armor rating 1. It has half of the condition, but it's also less weight. So that seems good. Frost resist is great. Okay. Yeah, nice. Okay, light armor. Light armor it is. We took more clothes from him, though. That's kind of it's a funny thing. Okay, well, so we need to go to Nissus. Let's check our map. What is our actual quest? What is that? Recent edition of the Yellow Book of Great Halalu. The current Halalu counselors and residences. Okay, well, I don't want to join House Halalu. Something about asking Balandis Devmani 3 questions. We should probably check in the city about what that is. He gave me his, like, ancestral family helm. That is and that's quite the reward. This is also, like, something up here, isn't it? A mine, perhaps? A mine, they call it. A mine. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I also changed my microphone auxiliary, my sound gate stuff, Milk. Cavern door to milk. Okay. Oh, jeez. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. Alright, so that's a dungeon. Maybe a bandit hideout of some variety. Regardless, I don't really want to mess with that. I just want to do my quest for the factions and then kind of get out of here. Alright, what's our level up look at right now? Agility, definitely. Willpower, I do want willpower. Endurance? Maybe. To work on sneak, potentially. Might want to kill this Nyx Hound here. Work on some of our endurance, get our agility up. Nice. Diseased Nyx Hound. Again, with these diseased animals here. Closer we get to Red Mountain, the closer we get to diseases and blights. It's such an interesting design for all the animals in Morrowind. They're very, like, insect-like. Alright, nice. Yeah, 5 points for 3 seconds. Western Gash region. Wonder what gash they're referring to. Haven't heard that word in a long time, gash. Guess it's been a long time since I worked at the hospital, so not as many injuries as in my normal everyday life. Little Quama Forager. You can take a shot at that. Alright, not bad. Spear is really starting to pay off. A stand of chokeweed out here. Seems like a camp of people. I don't know about that. A lot of times when you find a camp like this, it's not friendly. They're usually bandits. Yep, that's what I thought. Oh, okay. An egg mine. Okay, nice. Oh, they're still here. Oh, they really, really chase you, don't they? Okay, we need to get back to the road. Am I on the road? No. Oh, it's a Quama Forager, no! We're getting chased by a worm. This is where the speed comes in. Wow, they're really, really chasing us. Which direction? It was north, right? Is it? I mean... yeah, it's... yeah. I mean, I think it's both. Jesus! Jeez. The way they run when they have their hands ready to cast is so funny. I mean, we are almost out of stamina, though. We need to... That is like a... that's a weird thing. Is that Velothi? So that it doesn't seem Dwemer necessarily, but we're still sprinting even though we're out of stamina. I wonder if that's correct. Okay. Open the door. God, I hope the door is open. It's not. Okay. I kind of wonder what the enemy does if it can't chase us. We made it back safely. Now we can recover our stamina. Oh, a muck shovel. Finally. How do I buy it? I want a muck shovel so bad. Travel. Barracks. Shand hut. I'm a pilgrim. I search for enlightenment. Same, dude. And I hope to purify my soul through facing and overcoming the challenges of pilgrimage that reenact the tests of the trials of the gods, saints, and heroes. I visit the shrines and make devotions everywhere I travel, in village temple shrines in the high fane of Vivec, or at the remote shrines scattered all over Vardenfell. Yeah, cool. Cool. It's dope. Well, I don't need this anymore. Considering this is now my new light armor helmet. So, that's good. Nordic Trollbone. Very heavy. 30. Yeah. Let's see. Should we... about this? Oh. Okay, well, that does it for that. Yeah, I should repair. Mirror Doors, our local priest. He's a rogue Telvanni wizard, came over 20 years ago and set himself in Ava's Dell at the abandoned Valafi Tower on the northwest edge of town. Northwest. Is that the tower? And I want that muck shovel. I really do. Yeah, muck. Muck shovel. For 5. Yeah, alright. It's 5, wait. I mean, might as well. Right? Let's get it. I'm gonna do this. I'm sorry if it's cringe. I am not fully not a gamer. I have some gamer blood in me yet. In me still. So you must watch as we do the thing that gets me the numbers. And that's the thing, is having 5 extra weight to unlock muck as a takeable resource in Morrowind, I think just is a good idea. I think that just has to be part of my standard kit now at this point. And I'm sure the money will make it worth it for me. Especially because I'm already going light armor. Also, for all these things that are worth 1, if you sell them multiples at a time, you kind of don't get the 1 per each. They kind of offer you less. So selling them 1 at a time is actually potentially the most gold efficient way to sell as well. At least for these. CV's intervention. We have 5 of them. do need gold. Huh. Drain Thalos storage. Hmm. That is the temple, I believe. Cave dwelling. Interesting.
If you want something, now's the time.
There's also something in the caves. Kind of a nice little outdoor area as well. Outdoor tavern, I should say. And it seems like there's a mine around here, or this used to be a mining village. Yeah, Nissa's egg mine.
You may speak.
His food and supplies delivered to his door. He's a good neighbor, quiet, no trouble. Yeah. Let's go ahead and fully explore this area. It's the first time we've been to Nissa's. I always have to check. I'm sorry if the viewers... Oh, wow. Okay. We should save, also. Sorry. Yeah, it's cool that we got to touch the mask of Vivec. Get Vivec's kiss. Vivec's touch, I should say. And TT Clave dwelling. Okay, is that it? Muck. Oh, yeah. The muck shovel. And we didn't steal a muck shovel. It can never be taken away from us. Look at all this muck we're about to get. Yeah. Gross. They're never too proud to harvest muck. I'm really interested what they meant. Like what kind of structure they're referring to. Pavan Redalin's lighthouse. Scar Trail. Okay. It says cool in Ald Philothi. Okay. Coal cave entrance. Is that the... I think that's a pilgrimage as well. Okay, so this is Kumu. Rising Force. We did this one. This is Vivec. This is Vivec. Coal Cave. Vivec fought a battle with a ruddy man, the father of the Dre. Wow. He defeated Ruddy Man. Vivec spared his life on the condition that Ruddy Man and his children would give up their tough hides to serve as armor for the Dunmer. Cavern on the seacoast west of the ancient stronghold Horrendous and south of... Okay. So south of Gnis. Faces south towards the sea, marked by a large natural arch of stone. Okay. Region is wilderness. Finding the cave mouth can be difficult. Dre within the cave itself are fearsome enemies. Okay, so we have to kill Dre. Only experienced and capable adventurers should attempt to reenact the epic battle with the Dre in the cave. I mean, I guess we're gonna have to use all our magic to try to do that. Dre wax may be bought at the temple in Nissa's. When you address the shrine, it's customary to leave a portion of Dre wax as a token of Vivec's victorious struggle. Okay, so we're gonna have to go buy some Dre wax, apparently. Dr. Dre wax. Drech. Is this it? More muck for us to harvest, of course. I guess it's only the tall ones that we can harvest. Really big muck. It is a really pretty natural game, like just hearing the calls of the silt striders in the background. Is this him? No, it's just the guard tower. I mean, they did say the northwest side of town, didn't they? Harvest Drellin, the abandoned frothy tower on a northwest edge of town. Arvis Drellin. Oh, that's it. Okay. I guess it has a special name for the house. Let's buy the drow wax first. You wouldn't happen to have any W? No. Of course not. You're a blacksmith. What was I thinking? You have to go to the temple to buy. Yep. Okay, 50. Wow. 50. Man. He already likes us enough. About to like us more. Maybe we need Sujama. If we get a lot of strength, we can do a lot of damage. If we charge it up, potentially. Sell some muck. I only need one, really. We're going into battle, and I require only your strongest potions. You get to handle these potions, Traveler. Man, maybe that's it. Yeah. We might need it. We might need all of it. You know what? Maybe not the flint. Let's just do this. What spells do you have? What do you offer? Sure, let's get that. It's cheap.
You have my blessings.
The balance between buying spells and having money is a little difficult for me. Also, this could be dangerous. The Telvanni are always dangerous. So, we have to get our stamina back. Let's save. I don't want to draw my weapon on him right away, but we might have to. Okay. Check the color of the candles. They're not red, so that's good. Do you need to level up our sneaking? Might be good to see him before he sees us. Oh god! What? Oh Jesus! There's rats in his house, apparently. What the hell? Oh, Jesus. More rats? This does not bode well. Gets his food delivered. Wolf Queen book. Key. Alright, I guess we're gonna have to read this. The Wolf Queen, Book 5, by Wagan Jareth. From the pen of Izoclius, 2nd century sage and student of Montokai, 3rd era, 119, For 21 years, the Emperor Antiochus Septim ruled Tamriel and proved an able leader despite his moral laxity. Okay. His greatest victory was in the War of the Isle in the year 110, when the Imperial fleet and the royal navies of Somerset Isle, together with the magical powers of the Sigic Order, succeeded in destroying the Pandonian invading armada. His sibling, King Magnus Lilmoth, King Sepphoris of Guyane, and Potema, the Wolf Queen of Solitude, ruled well, and relations... Oh, I guess Potema, the Wolf Queen of Solitude, is different than Queen Baranzaya. Alright. And relations between the Empire and the kingdoms of Tamriel were much improved. Still, centuries of neglect had not repaired all the scars that existed between the Empire and the kings of High Rock and Skyrim. During a rare visitation from his sister and nephew Uriel, Antiochus, who had suffered from several illnesses over his reign, lapsed into a coma. For months he lingered in life, between life and death, while the Elder Council prepared for the ascension of his 15-year-old daughter, Kintara, to the throne. We know from the other brief history that this is a very fraught time. 3rd edition, 120. Mother, I can't marry Kintara, said Uriel, more amused by the suggestion than offended. She's my first cousin, and besides, I believe she's engaged to one of the lords of the council, Modeus. You're so squeamish. There's a time and a place for propriety, said Potema, but you're correct, at any rate, about Modeus, and we shouldn't offend the Elder Council at this critical juncture. How do you feel about Princess Rakama? You spend a good deal of time in her company at Faerun. She's all right, said Uriel. Don't tell me you want to hear all the dirty details. Please spare me your study of her anatomy, Potema grimaced. But would you marry her? I suppose so. Very good. I'll make the arrangements then. Potema made a note for herself before continuing. King Lorinto has been a difficult ally to keep, and a political marriage should keep Faerun on our side, should we need them. When is the funeral? What funeral? Asked Uriel. You mean for Uncle Antiochus? Of course, sighed Potema. Anyone else of note die recently? There were a bunch of little Redguard children running through the halls, so I guess Sepphoris has arrived. Magnus arrived at court yesterday, so it ought to be any day now. It's time to address the council then, said Potema, smiling. She dressed in black, not her usual colorful ensemble. It was important to look the part of the grieving sister. Regarding herself in the mirror, she felt that she looked all of her 53 years. A shock of silver wound its way through her auburn hair. The long, cold, dry winters in northern Skyrim had created a map of wrinkles, thin as a spiderweb, all across her face. Still, she knew that when she smiled, she could win hearts, and when she frowned, she could impose fear. It was enough for her purposes. Great framing of how she sees her physical body as a tool to use. Potema's speech to the Elder Council is perhaps helpful to students of public speaking. She began with flattery and self-abasement. My most august and wise friends, members of the Elder Council, I am but a provincial queen, and I can only assume to bring to issue what you yourself must have already pondered. She continued on to praise the late emperor, who had been a popular ruler despite his flaws. He was a true septim and a great warrior, destroying, with your counsel, the near-invincible armada of Pyrandea. But little time was wasted before she came to her point. The Empress Galcina unfortunately did nothing to temper my brother's lustful spirits. In point of fact, no whore in the slums of the city spread out on more beds than she. Wow. Okay. Vicious. Wolf Queen indeed. Had she attended to her duties in the imperial bedchamber more faithfully, we would have a true heir to the empire, not the half-wit milk-soap bastards who call themselves the emperor's children. The girl, called Kintara, is popularly believed to be the daughter of Ginsala and the captain of the guard. It may be that she is the daughter of Ginsala and the boy who cleans the cistern. We can never know for certain. not as certainly as we can know the lineage of my son Uriel, the eldest true son of the Septim dynasty. My lords, the princes of the empire will not stand for a bastard on the throne, that I can assure you. She ended mildly, but with a call to action. Posterity will judge you. You know what must be done. Very stirring retelling of history here. Anytime we see direct quotes from people in history, we always have to ask whether they're accurate. Herodotus famously uses direct quotes from Xerxes, which we can pretty much assume he was not in the room every single time Xerxes was talking. So these are historical, I guess, liberties that are taken and allow the historian to do their job by saying things that this person might have said or illustrating what the situation was. Although he does say that, like, Potema's speech to the Elder Council is perhaps helpful for students of public speaking, so we may have the actual speech if there's a court scribe recording it. But the rest of this is all narrative, and we can assume that it's the author's creative liberty. That evening, Potema entertained her brothers and their wives in the map room, her favorite of the imperial dining chambers. The walls were splashed with bright, if fading, representations of the Empire and all the known lands beyond, at Mora, Yokunda, Akavir, Pyrandina, Thrace. Thrace is a Greek word from ancient history. I don't know what Yokunda is. Is that the south one? And Atmora we've heard before in other empires. I think that's where the Slodes are from, to the east. I could be wrong, though. Overhead, the great glass-domed ceiling, wet with rain, displayed distorted images of the stars overhead. Lightning flashed every other minute, casting strange phantom shadows over the wall. "When will you speak to the council?" asked Potema as dinner was served. "I don't know if I will," said Magnus. "I don't believe I have anything to say." "I'll speak to them when they announce the coronation of Kintara," said Sepphoris, "merely as a formality to show my support and the support of Hammerfell." "You can speak for all of Hammerfell," asked Potema with a teasing smile. "The Redguards must love you very much." "We have a unique relationship with the Empire and Hammerfell," said Sepphoris' wife, Baiki. "Since the Treaty of Stros Makai, it's been understood that we are part of the Empire, but not a subject." So this idea comes up a lot. Morrowind also wants to feel this way, that they're part of the Empire, but not under the Empire's control. It's a way to save face and pride, quite frankly, while still acknowledging Imperial military power and, quite frankly, wealth and the benefits of trade that you get by being within the same system. Like Brexit. Alright, "I understand you've already spoken to the council," said Magnus's wife, Helena, pointedly. She was a diplomat by nature, but as the Cyrodiilic ruler of an Argonian kingdom, she knew how to recognize and confront adversity. "Yes, I have," said Potema, pausing to savor a slice of braised jelf bird. "I gave them a short speech about the coronation this afternoon." "Our sister is an excellent public speaker," said Sepphoris. "You're too kind," said Potema, laughing. "I do many things better than speaking." "Such as?" asked Banky, smiling. "Might I ask what you said in your speech?" asked Magnus suspiciously. "That's funny. Some light teasing. One of the old Sophic or Stoic ways of dealing with praise and keeping yourself humble is to basically accept that you do some things well and that you do other things poorly. It's also comes up in Buddhist philosophy. When people compliment you, say you are only half right. I do things well in some ways, and then other ways I do not do them as well. And if you saw those, then you would see that. If someone insults you, you can also say the same thing. You're only half right. There are some things that I do poorly, but there are other things that I do well. All right. "Might I ask what you said in your speech?" asked Magnus suspiciously. There's a knock on the chamber door. The head steward whispered something to Potema, who smiled in response and rose from the table. I told the council that I would give my full support to the coronation, provided they proceed with wisdom. Interesting. What could be sinister about that? Potema said, and took her glass of wine with her to the door. If you'll pardon me, my niece Kintara wishes to have a word with me. Kintara stood in the hall with the Imperial Guard. She was but a child, but on reflection, Potema realized that at her age, she was already married 2 years to Mantimarco. I think Mantimarco is like an ancient necromancer in Oblivion that is like the main villain of the Mages Guild quest. Mantimarco is like an evil, evil wizard. There is similarity, to be certain. Potema could see Kintara as the young queen, with dark eyes and pallid skin, smooth and resolute like marble. Anger flashed momentarily in Kintara's eyes on seeing her aunt, but emotion left her, replaced with calm, imperial presence. Queen Potema, she said serenely, I have been informed that my coronation will take place in 2 days' time. Your presence at the ceremony will not be welcome. I have already given orders to your servants to have your belongings packed, and an escort will be accompanying you back to your kingdom tonight. That is all. Goodbye, aunt. Potema began to reply, but Kintara and her guard turned and moved back down the corridor to the stateroom. The Wolf King watched them go, and then re-entered the map room. Sister-in-law, said Potema, addressing Baki with deep malevolence. You asked what I do better than speaking. The answer is war. All right. I mean, yeah. Good book. We could take it, actually. It doesn't say owned. There's a lot of rats in this room. If this person is dead, then we might use this, actually, as our house in Nissus. And the Telvanni wizard way is to, well, quite frankly, to kill people. Alright, let's just rest till healed. I'm curious what that was. I never pay attention to the time. Alright, save. Right now, the rats apparently own the house. And there's a... Hi. Mighty Soul Gem might be worth keeping with us. Dagger. I'll leave that in here. It's so cheap. Raw ebony ore. Okay. Very heavy, though. But we could sell it. Man, yeah. We'll sell this much, and we'll leave one here. Iron gauntlets. Yeah. We could sell those. I don't ever plan on... Trapped locked door. Okay. So this is a little suspicious and creepy. This wizard has a let's open this. Can do that, can't we? We have every... It's Undusi's open door. Nice. On pants. Alright, so it's 7 a.m. now. Rest until healed. It is... Enemies are nearby. We have quite a bit of turn undead. Our spell list is getting massive. But we're a mage character, so I kind of knew that that was going to happen. Do need to level up sneak, so that's out. And it's like we have to clear this dungeon one room at a time. Okay. Okay, hi. Skeletons it is. Okay, maybe it's time for this. Maybe it's time for this. Okay. Thank you, skeleton. Alright, I guess we're going all the way up. Probably save again. These Telvanni wizard quests are pretty dangerous. That's level 50. Let's at least see if we can do this. Okay, no, it doesn't look like it. Telekinesis would be really nice here. I guess we're gonna have to... Can we do that? Wow. I don't think we can. Yeah, we might not be able to get all the way to the top. I need just like an open lock at 50. We're gonna need the highest dice roll that's available, that's possible. Oh wait, maybe we have the key, don't we? Right, 4 p.m. And it's 2 a.m. Yeah, because we did get the key to the manor. I wonder if it's the key up here as well. There's that trap, though. So, with traps, we want our healing spell ready, but I think potions are actually the real answer. Okay. Save. Get ready for anything. Oh my god. Hi. This is bad. This is bad. Okay, so this for sure. I mean, this, to be honest, right? And potentially even that. I'm not sure how we're gonna do this. We could paralyze him, I suppose. He's not attacking us. Okay. Are they not hostile to me? Hi. Okay, so he is here. He is alive. He has a lot of stuff. Okay, that is Dwinmer artifact, I believe. Okay. Wow. Reflections on cult worship. Sure, let's read a book. Reflections on cult worship in the Empire, from the correspondence of Cassius Plicia, Imperial trader writing from Vos Trade House in Vardenfell District, the province of Morrowind. I have noted that Heartlanders like myself and assimilated Imperial citizens of other races tend to impersonal and formal relationships with their gods and spirits. For us, cults are first and foremost social and economic organizations. We typically think of the 8 divines in the most abstract terms as powerful but indifferent spirits to be appropriated, and do not think of their relationships as personal. Notable exceptions include minor charismatic subcults of Akatosh and Dibella especially, goddess of beauty. The Imperial cult of Tiber Septim also has a significant charismatic subcult. With the exception of the Elysian Order, which Heartlanders regard as a dark age, religious cults have played only minor parts in Heartlander and Imperial history. The Septim Emperors have made it a policy to limit the influence of cult authorities in aristocratic military and bureaucratic affairs. Cult worship is regarded as a private and practical matter, and public pronouncements by religious figures are not welcomed. Nordic hero cults provide a strong countercurrent to the dominant secularism of the Empire. We'll see this come up in Skyrim with the worship of the Emperor himself, Talos, and the Talos cult. The Imperial cult of Tiber Septim is just such a hero cult, and among the military, provincial colonists, and recently assimilated foreigners, the cult is particularly strong and personal. The Tribunal Temple in Morrowind and its predecessor House Ancestor cults are, by contrast with Imperial cults, extremely intimate and personal. I mean, we touched Vivec's Ashland mask recently. In ancestor cults, the worshipper has a direct relationship with the blood family ancestor spirit, and the temple cultist relationship with the tribunal is a relationship with a living, breathing god who walks the earth, speaks in person with priests and cultists. Yeah, Vivec, you can go visit him. He's cool. He's half gold and half Dunmer. He's just hanging out, chilling. And whose daily actions are prescribed models for the daily actions of their followers. The differences in religious temperament between Heartlanders and Morrowind Dumber accounts in large part for the consistent political and social misunderstanding between the two cultures. Heartlanders do not consider cult affairs as serious matters, where the Dunmer consider cult affairs, and in particular ancestral spirit veneration, to be very serious matters indeed. Heartlanders are casual and tolerant in religious matters. Dunmer are passionate and extremely intolerant. Heartlanders do not speak with their gods and do not think of their actions as under constant review and judgment by their gods. The Dunmer feel that all they think and do is under the ever-watchful eye of the tribunal and family ancestor spirits. Yeah. It's one of the reasons we joined the temple and not the Imperial cult. Because, like, that makes more sense in Morrowind. Like, Morrowind, you can see the ghost gate. You can see Vivec. He's walking around with you. Nice house you got, buddy. Sithis. Oh, we are reading this. This is Dark Brotherhood stuff. Right here. Hail Sithis. Right? For all my Skyrim and Oblivion fans. We're going to save again just because I'm nervous and paranoid and I have anxiety. Okay. Alteration. Really? Alteration for Sithis. Not sneak. Not illusion. Interesting. Sithis is the start of the house. The start of the house. Before him was nothing, but the foolish Altmer have names for and revere this nothing. That is because they are lazy slaves. Indeed, from the sermons, stasis asks merely for itself, which is nothing. Sithis sundered the nothing, and mutated the parts, fashioning from them a myriad of possibilities. These ideas ebbed and flowed and faded away, and this is how it should have been. One idea, however, became jealous, and did not want to die. Like the stasis, he wanted to last. This was the demon Anui El, who made friends, and they called themselves the Aedra. They enslaved everything that Sithis had made, and created realms of everlasting imperfection. Thus are the Aedra of the false gods, that is, illusion. So Sithis begat Lorcan, and sent him to destroy the universe. Lorcan, unstable mutant. Lorcan had found the Aedric weakness. While each rebel was, by their nature, immeasurable, they were, through jealousy and vanity, also separate from each other. They were also unwilling to go back to the nothing of before, so while they ruled their false dominions, Lorcan filled the void with a myriad of new ideas. These ideas were legion. Soon it seemed that Lorcan had a dominion of his own, with slaves and everlasting imperfections, and he seemed for all the world like an Aedra. Thus did he present himself as such to the demon Anui El and the 8 givers as a friend. Go unto the Sharmat Dagath as a friend. I herma morka altdun padhome lekan et I. Interesting. I've never read this book before. So this is the start of the house. Before him was nothing, but the foolish Altmer have names for and revere nothing. So, clearly a biased text for Sithis. Big Sithis fan. Stasis asks merely for itself, which is nothing. Sithis sundered the nothing and mutated the parts, fashioning from them a myriad of possibilities. These ideas ebbed and flowed and faded away, and this is how it should have been. So they want the ideas to fade away. They want Sithis to be the shaper of an idea and then for it to go away. Interesting, like, demotion of the Aedra here. It's the demon Anui A. I want this book. This is a good book. But it belongs to someone else, so Blasphemous Revenants. Okay, all his books are good. Lots of gold. Alright. And this, Arstellan, is my home. Why have you come here? Speaking. Hurry up. He plays zone role, and best keep his hands out of my business. Everyone here leaves me alone. That's how I like it. Murdering your opponents by magic or treachery is the traditional way of settling disputes. If you win, then clearly your argument has no merit. You may be expelled, as in any other great house, but most Telvanni do not care, will not care or even know about it. You may ask your 3 questions. You want to know first about the disappearance of the dwarves. I want to do a thing really quick. I want to make him love me. Charm person. Let's try it out. 88? I have 3 simple chores for you. Ah, God. Bring me copies of the Dwemer books. Nectulutes, Fire and Faith, Antecedents of Dwemer Law, and Chronicles of Newschleft. Okay. I did not want this, but now that we have it in our quest book, we're gonna need to do it. No. 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 Okay. Good God. I want to know first about the disappearance of the dwarves. It was unfashionable among Dwemer to view their spirits as synthetic constructs, 3 or 4 or 40 creational gradients below the divine. During the Dawn Era, they researched the death of the earth bones, what we call now the laws of nature, dissecting the process of the sacred willing itself into the profane. I believe their mechanists and tonal architects discovered systemic regression techniques to perform the reverse, that is, to create the sacred from the deaths of the profane. As the Dwemer left no corpses or traces of conflict behind, I believe that generations of ritualistic anti-creations resulted in their immediate but foreseen removal from Mundus. They retreated behind math, behind color, behind the active principle itself. That the Dwemer vanished during the conflict with Nerevar and the Tribunal is merely a coincidence. Okay. I guess in this scholar's interpretation, I love how he talks, first of all, about creational gradients, laws of nature, earth bones. When the Dunmer followed Vela to Morrowind, yes. Hunt Dunmer, the warlord Nerevar, had the ambition to rule all Dunmer. In that time, House Dwemer were great enchanters, so Nerevar went in secret to the Dwemer smith and asked for an enchanted ring that would help him. The ring gave its wearer great powers of persuasion. For safety, it was enchanted to instantly kill anyone who wore it except Nerevar. The ring was called Moon and Star, and it helped Nerevar unite the various clans into the first council. Later, however, disputes over religion divided the council, with House Dwemer and House Dagoth on one side and all the other houses on the other. Dumak and Dagoth invited Orc and Nord clans and allies and held northwest Morrowind, while Nerevar mustered the other houses and nomad tribes and marched to meet the Dwemer Dagoth Westerner forces. Wow, so this really is big history here. Moon and Star. Gorgeous. Come Moon and Star. Come Nerevar. That's so beautiful. What poetry. The armies met at Red Mountain, a Dwemer stronghold. The Dwemer were defeated, and terrible sorceries were used, resulting in the utter extermination of House Dwemer, Dagoth and their allies. Nerevar died after the battle, and his ring was lost, but Nerevar's alliance survives in Morrowind's ruling political institution, the Grand Council. Okay. The enchanted ring called Moon and Star, or One Clan Under Moon and Star, as the Ashlanders call it, was forged for the hero Nerevar by one of the Dwemer sorcerer priest Cagnernac smiths, and blessed by the Daedra Lord Azura. The ring gave Nerevar supernatural powers. Maybe Azura was talking to us in our cutscene when we were dreaming, going to Morrowind. Supernatural powers of persuasion, an indisputable proof of identity, since any other who tried to wear the ring would be killed instantly. Personality focus, man. That's the real secret, is max out your personality. That's the way you play the game. Okay. This is great information. Getting books for wizards. Always important. Rare books. You may ask your 3 questions. You said something about Dwemer artifacts. In their denial of both phenomena and normenia, the Dwemer found comfort. Phenomena and normia. The Dwemer found comfort in the creation of animunculi, which, in their operation, combined 2 incompatible principles, thus denying both. Like animus, the hermetic function of animus, like life, and homunculi. In the first Dwemer rune I studied, quite by chance, in my wandering youth, someone had activated the animunculi guardians, and I was unable to make a proper study of them. Since then I have, on occasion, found ruins, especially here in Vardenfell, where the animunculi are still active. Okay. It would not be proper of me to be your patron, but I am pleased that you would ask. Oh, this is nice. He's one of the good ones, I guess. Well, maybe. We don't know. He has a lot of skeletons in there. And he also has a prison. It's an empty prison, but still. There are 3 questions. Did you not say your last question was about the Dwemer language? Dwemer language is unknown, perhaps unknowable. Some Dwemer books, especially records dating from after the founding of Ressedon, were written in Aldmeris, making them accessible to modern scholars. However, even in Aldmeris, many Dwemer terms remain uncertain, as the books and other artifacts in Dwemer ruins rarely show signs of wear or age. I believe that the Dwemer knew of a preservative effect, perhaps a device still active, which denies or controls the earth bones governing time and decay. Yeah. I wonder if this game, like, to what extent this game actually influenced my love of history, because all of the, like, superheroes in the game are from a long time ago, and the way that you access them is by being an academic and really learning what happened back then. You seem to truly have an interest in the dwarves, so I will tell you this. Sneak into the Genesis egg mine. I've heard they made a most unusual discovery recently. Okay. Huh. Man, I don't know how to get these books for him. We keep on getting quests. Each quest leads into the other. That's kind of the Elder Scrolls way of having this big web that expands, and we've been trying really hard to keep that web down and non-expanded. I think we got it all. I've answered your 3 questions. Okay. Dragon Break re-examined. Oh, these are so good. We're gonna read it. Yeah, alteration. This is lots of alteration we're getting here. The Dragon Break re-examined by Fall Droom. The late Third Era was a period of remarkable religious ferment and creativity. The upheavals of the reign of Uriel VII were only the outward signs of the historical forces that would eventually lead to the fall of the Septim dynasty. The so-called Dragon Break was first proposed at this time by a wide variety of cults that fringe sects across the empire, connected only by a common obsession with the events surrounding Tiber Septim's rise to power, the founding myth, if you will, of the Septim dynasty. The basis of the Dragon Break doctrine is now known to be a rather prosaic error in the timeline printed in the otherwise authoritative Encyclopedia Tamarelica, first published in Third Era 12, during the early days of Tiber Septim's reign, so 12 years after his reign, after he started reigning. At that time, the archives of Alinor were still inaccessible to human scholars, and the extant records from the Elysian period were extremely fragmentary. The Elysians had systematically burned all of the libraries they could find, and their own records were largely destroyed during the War of Righteousness. That's suspicious. Anytime you're burning libraries, it's like, what are you trying to hide? The author of the Encyclopedia Tamarelica was apparently unfamiliar with the Elysian year, which their priesthoods used to record all dates. Elysia is the, high elves in Oblivion. I think that's... well, they're the super high elves. They are the Aliads. And that's a lot of the dungeons around Tamriel or Cyrodiil that you go to are these Elysian dungeons. We now know this refers to the length of the long vision trances undertaken by the high priestesses, which might last anywhere from a few weeks to several months. Based on analysis of the surviving trance scrolls, as well as murals and phrases. I forget how to say this word all the time. It's the Italian, friezes? Frenzes? Frescoes? Alright. From Elysian temples, I estimate that the Elysian Order actually lasted only about 150 years, rather than the famous 1008 years given by the Encyclopedia Tamarelica. The mystery of the millennial plus rule of the Elysians was accepted but unexplained until the spread of the Lorcan cults in the late Third Era, when the doctrine of the Dragon Break took hold. Because this dating and explanation was so widely held at the time, and then repeated by historians down through today, it has come to have the force of tradition. So this actually is a big problem in historiographies, where if something becomes the basis for other books or other works, or the education of later generations of historians, and it's never criticized or examined, it can get really dangerous really fast, which is why revisionist history is so important, is because you need to constantly be reevaluating the building blocks of your stuff. But it takes a lot of time, a lot of energy, there's not usually a lot of money in it, or it's usually not a sexy field or sexy thing to do. Actually I shouldn't say that. Revisionist historians can be very sexy. Toss a coin to your revisionist historians. Okay. Recall, however, that the Third Era historians were already separated from the Elysians by a gulf of more than 2,000 years, and history was still in its infancy, relying on the few archives from those early days. Today, modern archaeology and paleonumerology have confirmed what my own research in Elysian dating first suggested, that the Dragon Break was invented in the late Third Era based on a scholarly error fueled by obsession with I used to know this word. Estactology and Nemundiism. Nimundus is a word that comes up in Oblivion a lot. I'm not sure what it means in this context. And perpetuated by scholarly inertia. God, I want to use that in a paper. Scholarly inertia. So good. I'm going to look up estatological. So, estatologically is the part of theology concerning with death, judgment, and the final destiny of the soul and of humankind. All right. Yeah, it's a good word. You can use that all the time, right? That comes up in your everyday life. See, isn't learning fun? Don't you like doing homework? All the kids out there not knowing what estatological means. But now you do. And that's the miracle of learning. Is you don't know something, then you read, then you know it. It's great. Okay, but let's move on. Gosh, I love playing Skyrim. It's so good. Wait, Propulon Index. Fernandez. I don't know what that is. We should set up our mark and recall here. That would be great. Because we have a quest for this spot. And it's hard to get to. There's no Mages Guild in Nissus.
Where is that slave?
Nice bed. This is pretty cool. I like this guy. Not all the Telvanni are, you know, super evil, at least yet. We'll have to see what this guy actually ends up doing. But other than that, yeah, I've had a great time in your house, man. Thank you so much for doing all this stuff. It sucks that he can't be my patron. Because I would love that. It would not be proper of me. He seems to know a lot about this stuff. Okay, well, technically we're done with our chore, so... No one knows or can translate the Dwemer language, but many Dwemer records and books are written in Aldmeris, can still be read by scholars. Dwemer created Amucus as guards. Some of them are still active. Huh. Okay. Interesting that links to that, but that's okay. Kinda weird. Blundus Devani told me his own theory. He believes that the Dwemer found a way to translate the sacred from the profane, and the experiments and anti-creation removed them from Mundus. The Dwemer retreated behind math, color, and the active principle. Right. Malum Ryan warned me that Belendis may not answer the questions. This is acceptable. I need only ask the questions in return. Is that just a thing in case you don't have enough personality? Because he answered all of my questions really well. Okay. Journal. Stop. Okay. I don't know why I'm so nervous in this area, but I am. Things are going so well. The Vampires of Vardenfell. Okay, well now we have to read this. Sorry. We need to get to be a vampire. Excerpts. The violent antipathy of Morrowind culture towards necromancy ensures that vampires are virtually unknown in Morrowind. The temple does not acknowledge the existence of Western vampire hunting orders. Nonetheless, the interviews with the temple officials persuade me that the Dunmer of Morrowind are experienced and knowledgeable in the handling of these menaces. On the other hand, they freely admit that even a large community of vampires might easily escape detection in the remote wastelands or in the subterranean labyrinths of abandoned strongholds and wizard towers. The Ash Vampire of Ashlander legend is not undead. Sorceries and blessings affecting the undead reportedly have no effect on these creatures. No specimen has ever been examined, and no references have ever been linked to these legends with the known clans of Tamrielic vampires. Vardenfell's 3 known bloodlines differ greatly in their approach to prey. The Quara bloodline features exceptional strength and endurance and attacks in a state of ecstatic frenzy. Undune vampires are potent spellcasters, that's the one we want to join, seeking to hypnotize victims before feeding, while the swift and agile Burn clan vampires prefer stealth and ambush, first poisoning the victim with a bite, then withdrawing to a safe distance, returning to feed only when the prey has weakened. It is supposed that vampirism is contracted from wounds received from a vampire. Since few victims survive vampiric attack or feedings, the process of contracting the disease is little understood. Some have suggested that the victims may willingly submit themselves to the will of a vampire, but no real evidence of this exists. During the incubation phase, lasting up to 72 hours, the vampirism disease exhibits no symptoms and may be cured by general spellcraft or cult blessings. Wow, interesting. However, during incubation, some victims have reported sleep disturbances and troubling dreams. After symptoms are exhibited, however, the disease is incurable and irreversible. Well, you know about what they say about incurable diseases is that you're the main character in a video game. All the diseases are curable by you. This is a lot of potions. Very good. I mean, good old Daedra Heart. Restores magicka. Okay. It's nice. I do need that. Shock Centurion. Lots of expensive stuff. Extravagant. Sapphire Amulet, of course. Yeah, I mean, he's got good stuff. Okay, doing it right. The next thing we need to do. Hi. You're okay, aren't you? Yeah, good boy. This is some real wizard stuff here. I'm glad I picked being a mage. Really happy about it. It's hard, but you know what, it's worth it. And you could just sleep here. The thing that we need also is like, we need to fight that Daedra that is in the south. It's gonna be hard for our character. Our character is not very kind of advanced at fighting yet, and we're gonna have to pretty much drink all of the alcohol, boost our strength by a lot, and then just go at him with the spear and hope that that works. We might paralyze him first and then use the spear. It's supposed to be by the ocean and by arches. So those are big stone arches, right? Yeah, down here. Okay, so straight south, I guess. And we need to manage our stamina better. Yeah. I mean, I'm really glad I met that guy. That's a great quest. I learned a lot about the world of Morrowind just from him. Cliff Racer's over here, or a Nixhound. I'm not sure which I'd rather fight. Can take a crack at this rat here. Wow. Really comes after you, doesn't it? Alright, I guess we're not as good as this as I thought. Okay, kind of hard to navigate that. Let's go over here. Healing, please. Restore health. This is at least a road. Seems nice. That seems like a dungeon. Coal cave entrance. Let's go to the ocean. It said that it faces south. We have the wax. Oh God. Okay. I mean, is it this? Maybe. Hey. I mean, is this it? Coal cave. Yeah, right? Isn't that? Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, inside Coal Cave. Alright. The Dre within the cave itself are fearsome enemies. Only experienced and capable adventurers should attempt to reenact the epic battle with the Dre in the cave. I guess that's us. I mean, we're gonna have to try it out. Bone meal. And a tin dagger. Okay, let's kill some drake. We don't have the boons that we used to have from praying at that other shrine. So alcohol will be our god for this. I don't know what that is. Oh, jeez. Is that poison? Am I poisoned? Poisoned by 4 points. Okay. So we have something to cure poison, I think. It's 13. Oh god. It's really coming for me. Unless it's done. Yeah, no, it's done. Okay. Blind slaughterfish. Well, that was a lot of damage. And really hard. I don't know if we're going to be able to do this at all. Huh. Okay. Oh, hi. Terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Oh, please. Please, 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 please. Okay. Alright. Guess this is okay. Save. Alright, you need water breathing. Nope, 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 nope. God damn it. Okay. Okay. There's nothing over here, is there? Nope. Okay. We're burning through Magicka a lot. We're... Nope, absolutely nothing. All right. Yeah, let's try straight. What happened to us? We were over encumbered for a second there. Okay. Oh. Dead adventurer. Okay. Oh, we'll take that. Medium armor for the chain, that's nice. Huh. Almost over encumbered. Maybe we should not do this stuff quite yet. Oh, we had this stuff too. Sorry, we should have sold all that. Okay. They do over encumber us a lot. Alright. Well, I guess this is the hard part about being a pilgrim. Fighting so many Drace. Great that the adventurer got all the way up here, but he did die pretty... Okay. Oh, okay. This is bad. Oh, I died. Man. Oh. Okay, that scared me. Oh, he might be the top guy. Okay, if that's the case... Burden, I see. Okay. 120 strength. Nice. 10 intelligence. Okay, wow. 79 willpower, though. Let's make sure... Jesus. Come on. Do we have water breathing in here? Maybe water walking, perhaps? Oh, we're out of breath. And we fell down. Alright, we're probably gonna die anyway, so just see if this works. Okay. Okay, kind of interesting. Definitely gonna drop off this stuff here. Yeah, they're vulnerable to lightning. But underwater, I don't think that works. Can I summon my skeleton underwater? He just comes right at you. Okay, they're resistant to magic. I don't know if he counts as a creature for command creature. Soul trap, I don't think we have anything big enough. do that mixed with some health. Gosh, this is... Field casting the spell. Maybe it's time for this. We're out of magicka anyway. God damn it. The health goes away so fast. Man. This is bad. I did not want to meet him here. Good God. What? It's that damage output is so much. This has gotta be worth it at the end. Okay, get all of them out there. That's not a lot of damage. Where's the other thing that I had? Sujama. Did I drink it already? Oh god. Ah. So close. I think that the summons are a waste of time. You shouldn't do that. It just doesn't work underwater combat. Invisibility is fine. Really? It can be me like that? An electric slaughterfish, really? Huh. Is this the full cave? I guess it is. Okay. So yeah, that is the big guy. And we are gonna do this. We are in it to win it. I want to see what Shocking Touch Great does against him. Oh. He won't stand in one place. Okay. He's alright. He's hitting us now. It's time for this. Gosh, where is it? Don't die. Just get him. Yes. 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 Dress shell. I've never seen that before. Swift swim. Okay. Dre Warlord. Dead. Dispose of corpse. Yes. Okay. Save. Save. Alright, that might have been the hardest thing that I've done in Morrowind. Okay, alcohol. Alcohol solves all our problems. And of course there's no pearl down there. Yeah, let's just take a victory lap, clear up everything that we can. Oh, Jesus. It's so hard to fight those squids. I just don't know how to land any spells on them. My God. Because I think the water stops any ranged magic. So it's all on touch, which is fine. That's good. I mean, you know, if we can get them to stay still. What am I doing? Yeah. Dead wood elf. I'm not sure what the purpose of this room is. That was a lot of health potions also that we used. Actually, I'm gonna get my stamina. God, this is the first, like, quest for... This is the first set of quests for the temple. Is go to Death Mountain. Go to this hellhole place with... really tests out water. Water is a huge obstacle in this game. We really should do the Vivec stuff first. I'm sure there's some like water breathing spells that Vivec gives you. Oh God. Please. Thank you. And we should have sold our stuff. Nord fur might be better than ours. 25, 1.5. 1.5, 25. Okay. You are over encumbered. Please. Let's try. We do have feather. Is that all the things though? No. Missing it by 2. Well, I'll be. If it isn't the consequences of mine own actions, we're going to leave something behind Going to leave the cheapest thing behind. Ah, that's blunt weapons though. This is also blunt weapons better. 900, 500, 4, 4 to 10, 4, 14. Yeah. Weight 18, weight 12. What am I doing? We should just drop any of this stuff. Huh. I guess we did need feather after all. Okay. Would you like to donate your Drigwex and ask for blessing? No. Your Vivec defeated Ruddy Man, the god of the Dray. Okay, save. Yeah, I guess let's save here. Journal has been updated. Grace of Valor. Thank you for your valor, Lord Vivec. I shall not quail nor turn away, but face my enemies and my fear. Yep. I agree. Ooh. Got Dray Warlord's Curious. And a Dray Shell. Interesting. Well, now we're really over encumbered. Fortify Endurance 20 points when used for 90 seconds on self. That's very good. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Hey. Look at this. Medium armor, light armor, unarmored. Full cave blessing. We could still do recall. And I think we will. Hi. Hello. We are going to drop some things in your living room. Don't worry about it. Don't ask too many questions. Yeah, this longsword here is really making us... That's why I don't like heavy armor. Wow, exactly the weight. The sound that you make when you pick things up is always really funny to me. Like you're eating cereal. I guess it's like a zipper. Maybe. I should really put the mark somewhere else in this world. Yeah, let's put it like in the city somewhere. Could have also used CV's intervention. We got great armor. That 20-point endurance is really nice. 30 seconds doesn't seem like a lot for Do a new mark. Let this right here.
Any time now.
Alright. You hate me, don't you? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Imperial Chain Pauldron is medium. It's heavy. Heavy. Get rid of it. Light armor. I want to keep a light armor. Maybe a shield would be useful for us. Fur boots are light. 50 for 4 with 2. 260. Ooh. Fur boots are better. But they're cheaper. Edition 60. Yeah, let's gotta sell this then. I did not realize that the boots are actually better armor. About the greaves. 100 for 2 for 6. 100 for 2 for 6. Okay. So, the same. Speaking of which, why are we engaging in diplomacy or mercantile without first charming this person? And also, while we are here, Jack of Trades. So the magic hands doesn't affect them for the personality. Iron Mace, I might want to save that. Should we? 4 and 10? No, maybe not. No. Okay, she doesn't buy it anyway. Okay. So the Kiteman Gauntlet is actually much better than the, that's the right, than each leather gauntlet. Selling both of the irons. And Niche Leather Curious. 250 for 10.45. 150. Oh wow. Yeah, Niche Leather is not nearly as good as Chitin. Chitin. Okay, Niche Leather, you're out of here. Expensive shoes, extravagant robe. I think we have expensive shoes, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. Doesn't buy it, of course. Man, this is just so good. Alright, leather bracer left. Leather gauntlet 25, 21. 2.5, 8, or 5. And then I don't know what's better for the chain pauldrons, so we're just gonna have to keep that. Extravagant 3 and 40, extravagant 3 and 40. Okay, we got Muck, Luminous, Hyperphasia, Dray Shell. I think we'll keep that. I'm not sure how to get more. Chokeweed, the yams we're saving. Saving this. Pearl. That need ebony ore. We were getting rid of those, weren't we? Cellar gold is not very much anymore. Mace. Okay. Probes are fine. The rest I think is just fine. Okay. So I got an amazing piece of medium armor. We did another one of the shrine quests. Going really well so far. I think we might have to go to the temple to do the rest of the quests there. I think that's it. It's strange how kind of subtle the Tavani are in their actual, like, organization. Common ring, expensive shoes. Yeah. We're selling expensive versions of things. Armor, they don't buy weapons apparently, they just buy armor. That's something that I am glad they changed. Yeah, see, the base damage of a long blade is 6 at fast swing, and that's kind of the same as my sword here, or my spear. My spear is half the weight And the shield. Don't want a heavy shield. 19? You love it. Alright. Good stuff, guys. Feels so light. Agile. Yeah, let's go ahead and call it there. Thank you guys for watching so much. It's been 2 hours and 40 seconds. 2 hours and 40 minutes. I appreciate you sticking through all of the tedious combat where I died a lot and did things that I kind of shouldn't be able to do. But that is part of what these old games are about. Okie doke. I will see you guys later. Peace out. Thank you so much for dropping by.